This video should only be used as a visual guide for operating TSE drum puller tensioner equipment. Personnel should always read and follow the operator's manual. For over 30 years, TSE International has provided state-of-the-art conductor handling equipment to the electric and telecommunication industries. Innovative designs and quality manufacturing techniques result in tension stringing equipment second to none. The versatile DPT Series machines produced by TSE International may be used as a distribution puller or as a hydraulic tensioner. Good routine maintenance is critical to any successful operation. The following items should be checked prior to operation of the DPT Series unit. Grease fittings, hydraulic fluid, engine oil, engine coolant if so equipped, chain lubrication and adjustment, tire pressure. Check fuel level and ensure tank vent is open before starting the engine. Before towing, ensure proper connection of hitch, lights, safety chains, and breakaway switch, stow front and rear jacks. Once at the job site, set up the unit using the front and rear jacks to aid in leveling. Under ideal conditions, the unit should be a distance of at least twice the height of the pole away from the first structure. Make sure that the unit is securely anchored. At this point, it is important to note that the unit should be properly grounded per IEEE or your company standards. Serious injury or death can occur as a result of contact with energized electrical circuits if not properly grounded. To use the DPT as a puller, ensure that the directional control is in the neutral position and the manual brake control is in the apply position. To freewheel the rope drum, open the chain guard cover and disconnect the drive pin. Use the overspin brake to control the tension on the outgoing rope. When the rope is paid out, reinstall the drive pin and close the latch and chain guard cover and slack off the overspin brake. Start the engine and allow to warm up at idle. Always operate this unit at full throttle when pulling. With the brake in the apply position, stroke the directional control approximately halfway to the pull-in position. Note the hydraulic pressure gauge and rotate the pressure control knob clockwise until the hydraulic pressure indicates 3,000 psi. Then rotate the knob counterclockwise, lowering the pressure to 800 psi. Return the directional control to the neutral position. Return the brake control to the release position. Communicate to the tensioner operator that you are ready to begin the pull. Start the pull by moving the directional control slightly to the pull-in position. As the reel starts to turn, slack will be taken out of the pulling rope. As the tension increases, the initial setting of 800 psi may need to be adjusted with the hydraulic pressure control knob to keep the conductor moving. Speed is controlled by the amount of stroke on the directional control. As the diameter of the rope on the drum increases, it may be necessary to increase the indicated line pull by adjusting the pressure control knob. The level wind device is manually controlled by the operator. The level wind directional control is used as necessary, and the level wind speed is increased by turning the adjustment knob counterclockwise. Note that if the level wind speed control is opened beyond what is needed to keep up, the drum will slow when the level wind is actuated. To stop the pull, return the directional control lever to the neutral position and apply the brake. Once the conductor has been caught off, it is necessary to slack off the rope to the structure. With the directional control in the neutral position, release the brake, turn the pressure knob counterclockwise to decrease the pressure. Lift the payout stop and slowly push the directional control to the payout position to slack the rope. Never lift the payout stop when the rope is under tension, as this could result in uncontrolled payout of the rope. To use the DPT as a tensioner, it will be necessary to remove the rope drum and install the conductor reel. To remove the rope drum, turn the reel until the drive arm and lifting loop are in the vertical position. On the lifting loop side, open the locking latch and swing away. On the drive arm side, pull the ball lock pin straight up and the reel shaft pin out, enough to allow the reel shaft to be lifted up. Attach the lifting hooks to the drive arm and lifting loop. Lift the reel vertically and swing away. Remove the bronze bearing from the reel shaft. Loosen nuts on the lifting loop and remove it from the reel shaft. Remove the reel shaft from the reel. To install a reel of conductor, the procedure is reversed. Slide the reel shaft into the reel. Install the lifting loop and bronze bushing. Attach the lifting hooks to the drive arm and lifting loop. Lift the reel into place. Slide the reel shaft pin into place and reinstall the ball lock pin. Swing the locking latch into place and insert the safety pin. Starting with slack pulling rope or conductor, increase engine speed to half throttle. Make sure the brake control is in the apply position. Pull the directional control lever to the pull-in position. Adjust the hydraulic pressure control knob to show 500 psi on the hydraulic pressure gauge. This will give a small preset tension to the conductor. Release the brake and communicate to the puller operator to begin the pull. As the conductor starts to move out, adjust the pressure control knob until the desired tension is achieved to give proper pulling sag. You may have to adjust the pressure control knob to increase or decrease the tension on the conductor as the reel empties. To stop, except in the case of an emergency, the puller should be stopped first. When the conductor comes to a stop, apply the brake. When pulling is to be resumed after a brief stop and the pressure control and directional control have been set, simply release the brake and instruct the puller operator to begin pulling again. The tension on the conductor should revert to the previous setting before the stop. As you have for over 30 years, look to TSE International to provide unsurpassed quality, versatility, and innovative designs in tension stringing equipment. TSE International, second to none.